The Flannan Isles emerge from the North Atlantic, stark and unforgiving, their rocky faces sculpted by relentless winds. Turbulent waves explode against the cliffs, a symphony of raw power echoing across the desolate landscape. On Eilean Mòr, the newly erected lighthouse pierces the sky, a solitary sentinel against the elements. Its white tower stands in stark contrast to the dark, brooding rocks, a beacon of hope in 1900. The scene is a testament to isolation, a place where the sea and sky conspire to challenge human endeavor. High in the lighthouse lantern room, James Ducat polishes the lamp's massive lens. The sweeping beam casts stark shadows across Ducat's experienced, weathered face. Below, Thomas Marshall diligently records observations in the weathered logbook. Marshall's brow is furrowed in concentration as he meticulously documents the night. The rhythmic pulse of the light fills the cramped space, a beacon against the dark. Each rotation of the lamp is a testament to their solemn duty. In the lighthouse kitchen, Ducat, Marshall, and Donald MacArthur gather around a weathered table. A meager meal is spread before them, a stark contrast to the vast, unforgiving sea outside. The room is sparsely furnished, echoing with the distant roar of the ocean. The clinking of utensils punctuates the silence, each sound heavy with unspoken thoughts. MacArthur, a man of powerful build and weathered face, eats with a stoic intensity. On Eilean Mòr, Marshall walks the cliff's edge, the wind, a relentless force against his heavy coat. His gaze sweeps across the churning sea, a growing unease mirrored in his eyes. The sky above darkens ominously, a prelude to some unknown dread. Marshall pauses, the wind tearing at him as if warning him back. He squints, fighting the gale, his worry deepening with each gust. The island seems to hold its breath, anticipating a storm both natural and unseen. Inside the lighthouse lantern room, Marshall hunches over the logbook, his figure small against the storm's fury. The lamp casts wild shadows as his pen scratches across the page, the ink bleeding like a wound. His handwriting is shaky, mirroring the tempest outside, a tangible sign of his fraying nerves. The air vibrates with the low thrum of the wind, a constant reminder of nature's overwhelming power. The winds are like nothing I have ever seen. The sea screams. Marshall writes, his words raw with dread. Ducat enters cautiously, his face etched with worry as he watches Marshall battling the storm's psychological assault. Inside the lighthouse, three men huddle, dwarfed by the storm's fury. Wind howls, shaking the lighthouse. MacArthur stares, his face etched with worry, at the raging storm. Ducat projects calm, but fear is palpable. Unspoken fears hang heavy in the air. Marshall steps onto West Landing. The ocean's roar a stark reminder of nature's raw power. Violent waves crash against the jagged rocks, each surge a display of untamed energy. He fights the wind, his face a canvas of fear as he battles to secure the vital line. Despite his efforts, the relentless sea continues its furious assault. In the lighthouse kitchen, a half-eaten meal cools on the table, a silent testament to interrupted moments. An overturned chair sprawls on the floor, hinting at a sudden violent disruption in the small space. The clock on the wall stands frozen, its hands still, marking a moment lost in the relentless tide. An eerie silence blankets the room, amplifying the distant, mournful crash of waves against the shore. The air hangs heavy with unspoken tension, the scene a tableau of mystery and foreboding. Inside the lighthouse lantern room, a logbook lies open on a desk, its pages filled with the weight of time. The last entry is visible. Storm ended, sea calm. God is over all. A haunting silence descends as the final, chilling line is revealed. The lamp is extinguished. The Hesperus cuts through the waves, nearing the rugged, windswept shores of Eilean Mòr. Captain Jim, Harvey and his crew step onto the island, the silence broken only by the relentless crash of waves. Before them, The main gate stands ominously open, creaking in the wind. The lighthouse door swings ajar, a silent invitation into the unknown. An unsettling stillness blankets the island, a stark contrast to the roaring sea. A palpable sense of dread hangs in the air as they approach the deserted lighthouse. Inside the lighthouse living quarters, Harvey and his crew search, the air heavy with unspoken dread. 2 sets of oilskins hang on hooks, ghostly reminders of the missing men. A half-finished checker game sits abandoned, silent testament to interrupted lives. An untouched mug on the table amplifies the unsettling mystery of their absence. West Landing is devastated. Landing gear is mangled, a stark testament to the sea's savage power. Iron railings are twisted grotesquely, mere playthings of the ocean's fury. A life buoy storage box stands open and empty, a silent cry against the vast, indifferent sea. The scene whispers tales of a brutal struggle, a battle waged and lost against the relentless ocean. The cliff top looms, a testament to nature's raw power. A single stone balances precariously near the edge. The wind howls, carrying the scent of salt and the promise of danger. Far below, the waves crash against the rocks, a symphony of destruction. The stone teeters, a silent threat against the vast expanse of the sea. The sun beats down, highlighting the stark contrast between the solid earth and the boundless sky. A moment of stillness before the inevitable plunge. A dance with gravity and fate. Bathed in sunlight, Harvey sits within the lighthouse's towering lens, absorbed in the logbook's aged pages. Marshall's frantic handwriting details the storm's escalation, each word a brushstroke of growing dread. The storm rages only on paper, the real storm long gone. Abruptly, the final entry shifts, a stark contrast, eerily calm, composed, casting a deeper shadow of mystery. The towering lens looms, and an odd calm hangs in the air. On the rugged cliffs of Eilean Mòr, Harvey and his crew stand as silhouettes against the vast, mournful sea. Their eyes relentlessly scan the horizon, desperately seeking any sign of the vanished keepers. The wind howls through the jagged rocks, its chilling lament mirroring the crew's growing despair. Each crashing wave whispers unanswered questions, amplifying the eerie silence of the abandoned island. The Flannan Isles stand stark against the night, lashed by endless waves and shrouded in the haunting mystery of lost keepers. A lone lighthouse beam cuts through the darkness, its rhythmic pulse a stark contrast to the island's silent secrets. Endless waves crash against the cliffs, their roar a constant reminder of the unforgiving sea. The mystery of the vanished keepers lingers, an enigma carved into the island's rugged landscape. The automated beam sweeps across the waves, a sentinel guarding the island's dark and enduring secrets. A sense of isolation pervades the island, a lonely outpost against the vast, indifferent ocean.